What is up, YouTube, and welcome to this Peacemaker episode 4 breakdown and review. The show continues to be a brilliant continuation of John Cena's Peacemaker from the Suicide Squad movie, and we're dealing mainly with the fallout of last week's trip to take out some butterflies and deal heavily with the toxic relationship that Chris has with his father. I found it hilarious that Adrian still thinks that he will fall over as his little toe has been sliced and Judo Master has been captured. The episode focused mainly on the other running plotline that Peacemaker's dad is just the worst person alive, and the revelation that his dad has been framed for the killing of the first butterfly we saw. Of course, Chris and Adrian have no idea that, the father is in jail and go to see him, and Adrian questions why he has an upside down American flag, which is usually a sign of distress or danger there, and has been adopted as a sort of racist dog whistle, which explains why Adrian mentions the whole racism thing. We see his white dragon suit, and I expect we will uncover just what he forced Peacemaker to do, and what happened in the past, and maybe get some flashbacks to him being the White Dragon, as Chris is adamant that he isn't racist, and the relationship is that he just gets weaponry and armor from his dad, and that's it. Of course, Peacemaker has been wrestling with the fact that, is he a good guy or a bad guy? He's trying to do the right thing as the neighbor berates him, saying he doesn't have a rogues gallery of villains, so he's gotta be a supervillain. But Peacemaker makes a good point and says that, all his villains are in the ground, and says that Batman has indirectly killed a lot of people by allowing these psychos to keep coming out of jail and putting them back in, they get out. That is a tale as old as time, and I do like that idea. It's a criticism of Batman that has been going as old as time. We have Chris go ballistic, and he goes to see his dad as Adrian and Adebayo chat outside, and she says how Chris has a big heart and he won't be able to fully become the hero he can be while he constantly seeks approval from his dad, and Augie is a piece of crap that needs to be eliminated. She's learnt this master manipulation from her mother as Adrian heads off to get into jail and get at Peacemaker's father. Despite Peacemaker letting Adrian be tortured in the name of peace, Adrian still does care for him and wants what's best for his best friend, even if he plays second fiddle to Eagly, but it's an eagle. They're badass. I really like the scene with Chase in prison. He may be insecure about himself, but he is a certified absolute weapon and has tunnel vision to get to the White Dragon and attack him. I like this scene, and the race discourse will no doubt upset certain people, but he is right in everything that he says, and the script is just next level as it leads to a fight, and Adrian is stone cold taking out the racist goons, but Augie's not falling in for it whatsoever. He's a smart guy. Meanwhile, Judo Master is captured again after he escaped, as he was just about to spill the beans on what is going on, and it was pretty darn funny there. But it instantly makes Adebayo a suspect, which is curious as at the end she starts to get clues. Of course, she's not. This was simply a hesitant kind of payoff of her being hesitant last episode and growing as a killer, and her mother will be proud. The team behind the mission have to get him out, and I found them being called the Apple Dumpling Gang hilarious. If you listen to F-Face or Rooster's podcast, you'll know what I mean. I really like the growth of Adrian Chase. I didn't expect so much vigilante, really, as the show is named Peacemaker, and really it's his episode, kind of, as Peacemaker is confined to just working out what he did as a kid and flashbacks. He goes to Harcourt, who explains that in his file it says his brother died in mysterious circumstances and he was involved. His dad trained him, but we don't know the full story, but I expect that will be threading through the show as time goes on, and it makes for a much more layered show than the MCU shows that rely on week-to-week cliffhanger mysteries, which, while I enjoyed, I do think as a whole this is a better show. And I like them, of course, the MCU shows, but we see Adrian released and he's made things worse and get a flashback to Chris being forced to kill someone. It's an interesting merging of the White Dragon story and Peacemaker's Commandant Father backstory, which I really like because it's been merged and updated for 2022. However, the Butterfly story does loom large in the background, and as James Gunn has been known to change origins and stories in the Suicide Squad, it'll be interesting to find if they do connect to the comics at some point, as we have a clue at the Glentide bottling plant, and we learn that Myrn is a butterfly to the surprise of absolutely no one. I'm hoping for some more references to the comics, and I feel next week will be a big episode as we perhaps get some more answers as to who is behind this. It makes sense, Myrn doesn't trust Adebayo as she was sent in by Waller, and with Judo Master being kept on life support, I expect we will be learning more about these butterflies, and well, are they good? Are they bad? Or is it simply a Starro situation where the government were awful and now they're getting their just desserts? In the promo for next week is a bottling plant, so it will be interesting to see where this goes, but overall another great episode, and it's worth it just for that intro. But that is it for this video. Please drop a like down below, do subscribe with notifications on, and I'll see you soon, and goodbye.